The AA Meeting, Moments of Light with Toro the Decoder. He was carried by 4 people into my business, being a spa, and I asked them why they didn't bring the man to the medical clinic in the same street, but which was closed for lunch. He was put on one of the massage tables in one of the rooms, and the smell coming to my nose was a combination of alcohol and food abuse. He was not present at all, and I started to work on his body to see if some life would return. He stayed in his unconscious state, but slowly but surely things came to the surface. He started to fight, or was fighting inside himself, and the dialogue was intense, with intense words. Shortly after that he began to scream, and it became louder and louder, and the next day it came to my ears that the rumor was going around that people had heard that somebody was tortured and killed. His body started to sweat, and more stuff came out. He was definitely unloading, and after 20 minutes or so, his eyes opened slowly. He looked me in the eyes and asked where he was, and started the sentence asking me about something I was unfamiliar with, but at the same moment the telephone rang at the reception. I was the only one present at the moment and apologized myself, left the person and went to answer the phone. It was a familiar voice of a female client who said, "I am next door at the resort with our group and had planned for our first AA meeting here, but the only spot they gave us was in the reception area by the bar. I had up till that time never heard of Alcoholics Anonymous," as she explained after me asking what AA was. She thought it was not a good idea to have their meeting around the bar and asked me if they could use my classroom, which was used for group fitness classes and seminars. The space was not occupied at the moment and said, "Just come over and do what you need to do," and mentioned that I would not be able to say hello as I was busy with a client. I went back to the client and apologized one more time, and I asked him to repeat his question one more time. "Sir, I was asking if you knew where I could find an AA group, and if I knew where these meetings took place." With a big smile on my face, I answered, "They are coming to you." He started crying and crying, and when the lady with the group arrived, he was taken in by them. I hoped for him that he would never forget this moment of light, and hoped that it was the last time that he had fell back in the addiction.